Let's make crispy blanched salad. We're going to need 3 ingredients. 3 cups sliced green cabbage, 1/2 cup thinly sliced red radish rounds, and 1 cup torn kale leaves. First, we're going to start with cutting the green cabbage, and we want to cut it, or slice it actually. We're going to slice about 1/4 head of cabbage. It's a general measurement. And don't forget to cut the core too. No need to throw that away. Next, we're going to cut the red radishes into thin rounds. First, you want to trim off the edges or the tips. You can use the root part to hold on to, so the radish doesn't roll all over while you're cutting it. So you see these radishes are pretty thin, and you see light coming through them. They're that thin. And last, we're going to prepare our already washed kale leaves by not slicing them with a knife, but by tearing them by hand into small pieces. So we have our vegetables sliced and ready. And we've got our 2 inches of water boiling in a wide diameter pot, better than a small diameter pot. And also, I like to have a little setup here. We're going to use the wire skimmer to take the vegetables out of the hot water. And I like to have this little flat, the bamboo basket on top of a bowl so that I can put the vegetables that have been cooked on top of here and spread them out so the heat goes out and stops cooking, and the water goes down into the bowl underneath. It's a really simple process. So first we're going to start with the cabbage. And you want to put in just a handful at a time, not all of it. Because if you put in too much of the vegetable in the hot water, it'll cool it down too much. So now we put it in and we're going to take it right out. Well, it doesn't need to be in there very long. We put it up here and you see the heat coming out. But we want to spread that out so all that heat gets out of there. The bamboo basket helps us do that. And get rid of the, take out the rest of the cabbage before it cooks too much. Spread it out. The bamboo basket also has little slots that allow air to circulate around, and this helps cool the vegetables off more quickly. We'll take another handful. This will be our last of the cabbage. We'll add the rest later. There's a little more. And again, you swish it around in the boiling water. Make sure your waters come back to a boil again, because you want it rapidly boiling. That way the vegetables don't have to cook very long. They're basically in and out. Next, we're going to do our sliced radishes. And you just take them and put them in. You can put them all in this case. Once again, it doesn't take long. In and out. They're sliced thin enough that they're going to cook pretty quickly. You don't want them to overcook. You don't want them to be raw. You want them to be nice and crispy. Spread them out. Let the heat out. And now those are going to cool off here on our basket as well. And finally, we're going to do our kale leaves. Again, make sure your waters come back to a boil. And basically the leaves are in and out onto the bamboo basket here. You see, if we leave this in a big clump, then all that heat is going to stay in there and keep cooking it. But if we spread it out, you see the heat starts to come out instead of gathering in the clump, and they won't overcook. So we'll just let everything cool off here, and we'll put it together, and we'll have our quick blanched salad. So here's our blanched salad with the green cabbage, the red radish rounds, and the kale leaves displayed together. You can make a salad dressing to put on it if you like, or some lemon juice, or whatever you might like if it's a simple kind of dressing, or you can just eat it as is. When properly cooked, boiled salad vegetables, they're not overcooked, they're not undercooked, they're crispy and lightly sweet. Take care.